Here we have our tactical trap. The color I have chosen is called Early American. The trap itself measures 35 inches across, 10 inches deep, and it is 4 inches tall. I should say that this is the upgraded material that they offer. And on the back, we see, well, a manila envelope with the letters EA. Inside here, what I'm told are RFID cards to access the trap. On top of the trap is a little red dot where you're supposed to put the RFID card, and that card will then open the trap. Let's do that now. Here we have the tactical trap up on blocks. I want to show you up close and personal how it opens. On the back, we had a manila envelope, and inside that envelope, there are 4 cards. Well, the buzzer card is the only one that does something different. It doesn't matter if it says user or manager, they all do the same thing. When you place one of these cards right on top of the trap itself, it opens it up. We just opened this for the first time, and let me show you what was inside. Well, this is a battery backup just in case your actual device, the battery runs out. And so this takes 4 AAA batteries, which are not included, and you hook this 3.5 millimeter jack into the bottom of the tactical trap. We also have our screws. They come with 4 mounting screws and some sort of T-Torx wrench bit to go with them. I should say I also purchased the light to go with it, and so we're going to install this now. Open up the box that has the light. You can see that we have mounting hardware, and I either can use this double-sided sticky pad or I could adhere this magnet to the top and it hooks on. My thoughts are the mechanism is right here. I would have liked to have the light here in the middle, so I'm either going to have it offset to the left or offset to the right, which makes me wish they would have sent us 2. To open the light, you just twist the back, a small little turn, and it reveals a spot for 3 AAA batteries that are not included. I'm probably going to use the magnetic part to adhere it, so I'm going to hook this magnet, or actually it's a metal piece right up here to the top. Therefore, I can just throw the light on real easily. I should have said it does have a little tiny motion sensor here in the front. I placed the metal disc there just a little bit away from the mechanism, and therefore I can have that light hang there. I held it for about 30 seconds and it seems to have made a pretty solid bond. Here is the moment of truth. Let's see if our light works. As you can see, it popped on, and just like I said before, I definitely can tell that it's off-centered a little bit. I wish with the light package that I purchased, it would have come with 2 lights. That way I could light up things on either side. Do you notice how I just opened that and there was no audible beeping noise? All you hear is the mechanism itself. Well, that's where the buzzer setting card comes in. Just like with the user or manager card, you stick this on top of the red dot, and I hope you just heard that audible beep because that means I turned on the beep, and when it closes, I can use the user card and it beeps to unlock. The same thing will happen when it resets itself. You're going to hear the beep just like we did. If you don't want the buzzer, you stick that card right back on top. You're not going to hear anything because it took the beep away. And now it just opens again without the beep. Before we go any further, if you're new here, my name is Jeff, and this is Jeff Reviews for You. I review a whole lot of products. I specialize in reviewing as seen on TV items. Every once in a while, I do a little bit of a DIY just because I like to. If that aligns with something that you're looking for on the internet, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and click the bell below. That way you're notified every time I release a video just like this one. One more thing, don't forget to check down the description for my social media, Instagram and Twitter. I would love it if you would follow me there too. Now, let's go install this tactical trap on our wall. I used my Wallabot to find my studs in this wall, so I actually have a stud here and a stud down here. This plus indicates the center of this wall. I was going to try to center the shelf on the wall, but I just can't. So I'm going to have to off-center my holes on the actual shelf. Here, I actually put a hole through to use the endoscope to see what was inside the wall because something else was in there, and it was actually a pipe. So I'm really glad I did that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill the holes on the back of my shelf and then hook them up into these studs. So what I did first, I drew a line right here down where I wanted to put my screw. Then I drew a level line here, of course, using a level. And then 16 inches later, I drew another line that bisected my level line. And so I'm going to put a little tiny pre-drilled hole here and then one down here just so I don't split the wood. All right, so I have this thing propped open using my tape measure and I have my screws started in. I did notice on this side where I drilled through, I must have hit the foam here because it ripped a little bit, so just be careful there. I'm just above the hinge. It's always important to measure twice and cut once, or in this case, drill once. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna stick this up, use a level, and install my shelf. So tell me, have you seen these tactical traps? What are your thoughts? Let me know down in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. And just like that, we are done installing our sweet shelf. And now I have a place to put all those things in my house that always end up missing. In this video, we reviewed a tactical trap. Specific model was TT Patriot 35S. So when I first saw this on Instagram, I clicked on the link and it was like, hey, hurry up, order this now. In the next 10 hours, we're clearing out our warehouse. You can save $100. So I said, all right, I like to save $100. So original price was about $315, which I thought was kind of a lot, but I liked the $100 savings. So $215, I go through, check out, done. Paid $215. Well, then all of a sudden it's like, hey, we noticed you just bought this. Do you want to upgrade to premium material, thicker wood, add a light, that kind of stuff? I'm like, well, yeah, I would kind of like it to be nice. Another $100. So now I'm back up to the full $315 mark. Well, then I, of course, buy that. And the next thing's like, hey, we saw that you did this. Do you want to buy this? And eventually I just said, no, I don't want to buy anymore. Please stop trying to sell me something. I just wanted the tactical trap. Now that I think of it, why didn't they just use premium materials from the beginning and save me the headache and the $100? Just my thoughts. Anyway, what did I think of it? Well, first things first, I liked the construction. I thought it was well built. Definitely good materials. And I think it was really, really neat. Almost like James Bondish. Now, they market this towards people who are going to store firearms in here, like to protect your family and such. I don't think that's such a great idea because this is made out of wood and I could break into that pretty easily. And you'd always want to err on the side of safety. For me, it's more of a gimmick. I'm going to store remote control, my wallet, my phone, maybe even just hide cool things in there. Anyway, that was just my thoughts. I was kind of disappointed in the lighting, and to me it looked almost like an oversight. A big shelf like this needed absolutely two to make sure everything was well lit. Anyway, that was my review of the tactical trap. If this is something that interests you, I will leave a link down in the description. This is Jeff with Jeff Reviews for You. As always, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a great day. If you should find that you've run out of power and you can no longer open your tactical trap, they do include this piece, which you put 4 AAA batteries in, and you stick it up there, and it provides additional power to the trap. Now, make sure you do not store this, of course, in the trap. Also, do not store it with batteries in it. I really do appreciate that you stayed around for my entire review where I checked out this tactical trap. You know what? If you're looking for something that's a little more secure, I reviewed a Liberty Safe and their Centurion series not that long ago. What I'm going to do is I'm going to link that review right up here, and I would love it if you would click on this link. And when you do, by the magic of internet, I'm going to join you at that review. So go ahead, click it. It's safe. I promise.